A family man who can punch and kick really hard teaches others to do the same.
A girl who has a barnyard for a backyard.
And enough scholarship talk to make any procrastinating upperclassman just a little bit anxious.
All this and more on The Surge.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of The Surge version 2.0. I'm your host, Kyle, and I'm with my co-host, the ever-impeccable Mariah.
Thanks for that wonderful intro, Kyle. I'm super excited for this year's version of The Surge because I feel like this McFatter TV team is the best we've ever had. So let's jump right into it. For this episode of The Surge, I interviewed Jackie Hunt, a fellow McFatter senior. Jackie and her family own and care for a lot of animals, and I mean a lot of animals. She's practically living in a petting zoo. I'll let you see it for yourself. Lots of people have pets. You might have a dog or a cat, maybe even a bird. But McFatter Technical High School student Jackie Hunt is much more than your average pet owner. Jackie and her family have a reputation for taking in exotic animals in need of a home.
We have Clyde. We got him from a friend of my grandmother's. He passed away, and so he needed someone to take care of it, so we adopted him. Bubs, our pig. We got her from two ladies who were gonna bring her back to the pet store, and my grandma seemed to notice that they had a pig in their arms and went into this whole backstory of how she had a farm and pigs of her own, and they just handed her off to her. And we got Pippi, our dog, our little poodle, from a lady who couldn't keep a dog in her apartment anymore. So now we have her. And Grandma has a whole bunch of bunnies from literally, I don't know where. I think it's just generations and generations of bunnies that she had in New Hampshire. She brought them down on a bus in her jacket, and she just came down here and bred them, and now we have a ton of them.
Jackie's love for animals is nothing new in the Hunt family.
We lived on a farm my whole life. Pigs, chickens, sheep.
Her parents believe that growing up with so many animals has been formative for Jackie and her sister.
It gives them a little responsibility. There's nothing wrong about animals, you know, they just give. So.
Despite how much of her life has been dedicated to her animals, the novelty has not worn off.
They all have their little personalities. They're their own little people, and I can talk to them. They always look like they know what you're saying, especially Pippi. Pippi's got some expressions on her. She'll just give you this look and you can't help but smile. The little noises that they make or faces that they give you, it just makes me happier. It brightens my day.
If there's one thing we can learn from Jackie and her nurturing philosophy, it's that animals need love just like anyone else. Reporting for The Surge, I'm Mariah.
Wow, that was great.
Thank you. And all I had to do was walk around with a camera and wait for animals to be cute.
Well, that's genius for you. Seriously though, those adorable critters really have me questioning my dietary choices. Let's cut to commercial break while I contemplate switching to veganism. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
Yo, what is that?
Are you gay? I can't
No,
associate
Billy,
myself
stay
with
away
that.
from us.
I can't
Honestly,
have you like me.
stay
Like,
the heck away from us.
that's weird.
Yo, let's go.
Go to church or something.
Okay, go to hell.
Go to hell.
Be respectful. Don't bully others for who they are.
know, seniors here at McFatter have the fantastic opportunity every year to present their work and what they've learned from their tech programs to industry professionals and get real feedback that will help them when they enter the workforce. Earlier this quarter, Jada went out to talk to multimedia design student Michael Moulton about his class's senior exhibition.
Every year, seniors at McFatter must complete a senior exhibition in their technical programs by the end of the year. This year, Multimedia has decided to take a new spin of things you can access on the internet as their project.
So last year, we all gathered together and we were all just trying to come up with certain ideas. And our project manager, Adriana, she was saying, why don't we do a webcomic? And we were like, okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. So we just started brainstorming a bunch of different ideas on what the comic should be about, and eventually we just stumbled upon space and extraterrestrial planets.
Michael Moulton and his partner Caitlin Cantrell have taken a big role in the process in Multimedia's senior exhibition this year.
So my responsibility is actually split into two parts. I work in the audio department as well as the illustration department. It is a little difficult splitting the workload between the two.
Although it is difficult, his partner and good friend Caitlin is always by his side.
He is a good listener, but he also knows how to take action. So anything I tell him, even if he doesn't agree with it, he'll tell me, hey, you need to fix this, and then I'll help you out with it. I trust his work ethic more than anything else in the world.
Ever since the beginning of this project, their teacher has been a huge supporter of the idea and work.
So it's actually, it's really nice to see like 8 disorganized human beings like turn into a machine, which is very, very, very interesting to see, especially at their age level. Like it's not a lot of people can pull that off.
With Michael's hard work and dedication, this project is projected to be out of this world. This has been Jada Gomez reporting for The Surge.
A major part of most students' college application process is applying for scholarships or grants. Because McFatter is a technical high school, our seniors get the unique chance to apply for a load of technically based scholarships.
This student has a question.
My name is Marley Bondar, and I'm in photography. I like having a camera in my hands. I like messing with the settings. I like taking photos and looking back on them and just looking at these moments. Photography is just a moment, a single moment that you can never get back, and I like the ability to capture that moment.
Marley has a plan for her future in mind.
To apply to Parsons, it's a challenge where you take a piece of artwork out of your portfolio. So you take a piece of artwork out of your portfolio and you expand on it in some way, and then you write a short essay on it and you submit the expanded work, and you're also allowed to provide extra material. So I chose a piece that I created called Girls Growing Up. I did a Barbie covered in blood, and I took a couple pictures, and it was just that. And then I stepped back and I looked at it for a bit, and I was like, okay, this looks like growing up. It looks like girls becoming women, and to put it very bluntly, it's about a girl, because at the same time you stop playing with Barbies, you start getting your period, and it's about that stage of your life. The Girls Growing Up piece that I did is a photograph traditionally, but I will be turning it into a piece of visual performance art, which I will be performing to friends. Actually, it was Jacob Soto who helped me with that idea, because I always talk to him about my work. We talk to each other and we help each other expand our ideas.
So the Parsons challenge is that you have to basically expand on a piece of artwork you already made. So I told, and she was like, oh damn, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, just do your Barbie photo. Originally it was just to do it already be in the, be dressed in nude underwear or whatever, and then put the wig on, whatever, look like the Barbie, and then just paint a bucket of red paint over her. And then she was like, okay, whatever. And then she did a different idea, which then kind of failed. And then she texted me and she's like, I think I might do your performance art recommendation.
Even though it sounds ridiculous and crazy and kind of something that not many people would do because of, oh my god, that's crazy.
Hopefully, Marley's performance gives her a ticket into Parson. Reporting for McFatter TV, I'm Emily.
While it's great to see our fellow seniors applying for scholarships, I'm going to be honest with you. I have not applied for any, and I have no idea where to start.
Well, lucky for you, Kyle, Kaylani went out this quarter to talk with Samantha Solorio, McFatter's one and only scholarship scout.
Scholarships. Many seniors don't know how to apply for them. Luckily here at McFatter, we have a club dedicated to help with this process called Scholarship Scout.
Hi, I'm Samantha Solorio, founder and president of Scholarship Scout. Scholarship Scout is a club that helps students become confident in finding and applying for scholarships. So when I first started the club, I had a pre-survey, And I saw that some people, the reason why they didn't apply for scholarships was because they felt like they didn't deserve scholarships, or that they weren't eligible for any. But that was really a big shock for me, because I thought, hey, you can do it, let's go.
Though she handles the club alone, Samantha remains resilient with communicating with students.
The biggest barrier to college for most people here in McFatter, and what I saw when I was asking a bunch of other people, was the money. And people didn't know how to find scholarships, where to find scholarships. And I saw that, wow, getting scholarships is really actually easy and simple, and it's something that everyone should be able to do. Okay, our goal, we need to beat 3 million.
I think peers listen to peers. So when they see things happening with one another, then they're more likely to jump on board.
Like, we're a big family. Like, it's a lot of people working together. We have our little groups and whatever, but it's a fun atmosphere where we're working together and we can bounce ideas off of each other.
I have the one from last year, and like most of my scholarships were for seniors, so now I can finally apply for them.
An annual meeting of Scholarship Scouts basically consists of Samantha explaining different aspects of applying for scholarships.
Yeah, make your essay strong so that you can use that for multiple things, and that you won't get burned out by applying for scholarships.
And then when we talk about it, we work on certain aspects of it together in the club.
Here's some great papers for you.
With Sam setting the example, students can see that nothing is too difficult to accomplish.
Well, I think that she's a good leader because I think she's delegating for other people. So she's the main person, but she's getting other people involved in it as well.
Reporting for The Surge, I'm Kaylani.
Join Scholarship Scouts because you really want to.
So far, this episode of The Surge has been really fun. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but we'll be back soon with even more from McFatter TV.
Art is defined as a diverse range of human activities in creating visual, auditory, or performing artworks. It can be an integral part of expressing the author's imaginative, conceptual, or technical skill. In this next segment, we'll see how one Angelina Nicola conceptualizes her beauty.
In a world where art has been seen as a commodity, it is nice to see that one girl still does it out of love.
My name is Angelina and I am an artist.
I like art because it takes your mind off of things and it helps you relax and like calm down. And I can only do it if I'm in the mood to like draw, or else it just won't happen. My favorite styles of art are watercolor because I like the colors and how everything ends up looking in the end. Oil painting because of how real everything looks. And blind contour line art because the artists can't look at the paper and they're only looking at the subjects the whole time and they can't look through pencils, so it ends up looking really cool.
While she may have many supporters, no one supports her more than the one who's been there since the beginning.
At a very early age, she always would draw, very precise and clear images. I have all of her early little drawings, and you just could see that she had a little something different. I just love the way she draws. I love the things that she decides to draw, every little image. They just all come out really cool and really neat looking. She just has a natural talent and ability.
While she may not pursue art as a profession, Angelina will continue to appreciate and create the art she loves. Reporting for The Surge, I'm Maximus Nicola.
Here at McFatter TV, we love seeing high school students give back to their community. One senior, Mia Marquez, spends her free time using her talents to volunteer for the city of Hollywood.
If you got an issue, yell at us. We'll yell right back.
Meet Mia, a straight A student with 400 plus service hours under her name.
I do all AP pretty much all the time. I'm just finished calculus. I did it as a junior, so 2 years ahead. I skipped a grade, skipped 8th grade. I've worked for after school. I work for some teachers sometimes.
She's also volunteering for the government on a newsletter that she writes for the city of Hollywood, specifically
the Downtown Parkside Royal Poinciana Civic Association in Hollywood, Florida.
I do a newsletter every 2 weeks, events, any important announcements. When our meeting is, an hour meeting, they give a broader sense of what's going on in the community. I manage anything technological and then some outreach to get people to come to the meetings, get people to be informed.
Her mom came to the Civic Association meeting, and then she came up to me afterwards and she said, would I be interested in having her daughters help me for community hours? And I said, oh wow, that would just be wonderful.
My mom was like, oh, I met this very interesting lady and she needs help with technology and it's about the community. How would you like to do that? And I was like, okay. And she goes, good, I signed you up.
I thought it would be a good fit because Lynn has a little business on the side also, so it's a good teaching opportunity for Mia, and it opens her eyes to what's happening in our neighborhood here. I think it will help her open her eyes to what's more important to everybody, not just somebody her own age.
Lynn and I have a very special relationship. I'm kind of the go-to girl, so if she doesn't exactly know how to work something technologically, she'll call me. I'll do it for her. I'll walk her through it. Any questions that she has about technology, I can try to help her. Any questions that I have about learning how to run a business, about learning how to report to people, about writing emails, anything, I go to her and she helps me. And so she's like a family friend.
They'd have to be the same personality as hers or a similar personality to get along with me. So if the volunteer is very good, but if they aren't able to keep up with my background and my abilities, then that wouldn't work. I guess you have to have this interaction and the ability to get along with each other, because she can think before I do now because she knows so well.
Oh boy, what haven't I learned? I learned people. I learned the workings of local government, which was very important to know. I didn't know it before.
With all these new skills that Mia has learned, those around her have confidence in her future.
Super proud.
Reporting for McFatter TV, I'm Jacob.
UFC fighters. While they're warriors in the octagon, outside they're more than the sum of their fists. Our next feature tells the story of a family man who uses his talents to teach others.
Jim Allers, a former UFC fighter, was used to high school fights. However, his first professional fight was like no other.
For the fight, and then once it happened so fast that I don't remember too much after. I remember a lot of it from the pictures and video.
Allers opened his own gym because he always had the desire to teach and do what he loves at the same time.
You know, I've always been a teacher, I guess. I went to school to be a teacher. I got my degree in elementary education. When I was younger, I used to work at summer camps and just work with kids. And to me, it's just like I want to give back. I want to give back to the future and, you know, try to bring up kids or teenagers, you know, maybe a little bit differently than the way that I was brought up. I want to just give as much back as I can and just be that guy that people can remember in their life and know that I'm someone that made a difference.
Allers is a very family-oriented person who likes to put family first.
Picking up my son from school, every time I go, he is just super excited to see me, like it's the first time he's seen me in years. But it's one of my favorite parts of the days that I can't do that and just, you know, I don't feel as happy.
MMA has multiple aspects that Allers incorporates into his lessons at his gym.
So in most mixed martial arts fights, you need a striking. And here we do kickboxing. And you also probably need a ground game, and we do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here.
The gym is much more than just learning how to fight. It brings people together as a community.
You know, They come, they see their friends, they have a cool place to hang out while, you know, getting in shape and learning something cool.
Tyler's passion for fighting goes beyond the ring. Reporting for The Surge, I'm Logan.
We hope you had as much fun as we did on the first episode of The Surge.
To see more McFatter TV content, check out our Instagram and Twitter at McFatter TV. Also, this episode and all of our other studio shows can be found on McFatterTVPro.com or on our brand new YouTube channel, McFatter TV.
Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.